Hey, what's going on, compadre? Welcome to another video from this training series. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to get in the inbox, a couple of different ways that I know will exponentially increase your ability to get into the inbox. One of them is just, it's something you need to be doing. It's just common sense. The next one, but a lot of people aren't doing it. The next thing is the next tip is very cool. It's kind of under the radar way to get in the inbox. And in fact, the second way that I'm going to teach in this video, there was actually a big email marketing guru just probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. One of his core offers was around $5,000, and he was teaching the exact same thing that I'm about to show you here in this video for free. He was setting it up for his clients. It was like a done for you service, and it was helping his clients get into the inbox. And this was the main thing that was one of the main reasons why he's able to get his clients into the inbox. I'm about to show you that, guys. And obviously this is a free series, so pay attention. There's some really, really good tips and tricks here in this video to get in the inbox. First and foremost, guys, we're going to buy a domain and we're going to have an email with that domain. If you already have a domain and a domain email, congratulations. We want to be sending from that domain. We also need to have a particular type of record set up on that domain. So if you don't have that done yet, pay attention. But right now, the easiest way to get a domain, in my opinion, Namecheap. If you like some other company, perfectly fine. But you need to be able to get an email with your domain. And it doesn't have to be a .com. It can be a domain that is even cheaper than that. They have domains for as little as 99 cents per month. But what we want to do is we want to get a domain. You can just use your name if you'd like. And then what we want to do is set up email with that. So we're going to go right into that. I've got a lot of different domains. I'd like to buy a domain sometimes just to forward. Like I'll have one training like this one, for example, and I'll buy a domain just for this training in case I ever need to link to it like in a video or something, where I can just say, hey, go to emailsecrets.org and you'll go to this training. So there's an example. But just grab yourself a domain, and then we want to create an email with it. Let me show you how to create an email with it. We're going to go into this domain here, Constant Commissions Pro. It's another one that I have, and you're just going to click on the Manage button. One of the reasons why I like Namecheap, guys, it's really, really easy to, it's got a really easy user interface. So once you're in Namecheap, you bought your domain. Now you're going to have your own Namecheap account. You can log in, go to your domain list, go to that domain, click Manage, and then you would simply scroll down and you would go to Private Email. And there you can get private email for as little as 99 cents per month. So between a domain and private email with Namecheap, you're looking at around $20. All right, per year, maybe a little over $20. If you get a cheaper domain, much less than that. But we're looking at $20, guys. We have our domain, we have our domain email. Perfect. Now what we're going to do, that we have our domain and our domain email, we're going to set up a record on that domain. And you want to create a link will be underneath the video. Want to create a free account at a place called MX Toolbox. All right. So with that domain that you just created and the domain email that you just created, create another free account with MX Toolbox. And then what we want to do is create a DMARC record. So we're going to go to the DMARC record generator inside MX Toolbox. I'll leave another link for that to go directly to this page right here to make it super, super easy for you. And then we're going to type in that domain. So let's say I want to generate a DMARC record for that domain that I'm showing you right here, which is constantcommissions.pro. We would type in constantcommissions.pro. That's our domain, and we want to have a DMARC record set up on that domain. So what we're going to do here, you don't have to, you're going to get to a page like this. Don't mess with anything on the left side. How to create a DMARC record, just keep that all the same. That's perfectly fine. And it's going to generate this text record right here. and we want to go ahead and set that up inside of Namecheap. So once we're in Namecheap, let me get out of that, and we're in our domain, we're going to go to the Advanced DNS tab. Advanced DNS. We're going to click that. And here you're going to be able to see records. And all we're going to do is we're going to click add a new record. And it's going to be a text record, right? Because that is what they just gave me. All right, host in the name, dmarc.constantcommissions.pro, because that is my new domain. Of course, this is going to be a DMARC record generated from the domain that you just purchased. And we are going to go in here to the host. What we want to do is Namecheap automatically adds the host. So all we're going to do is put the DMARC right there. All right. So with Namecheap, all you're going to do, different domain platforms are, they have it set up differently. You're not going to need to add the actual domain for the host and the name. So all you got to do is push DMARC there, and we're going to put in the value, and we're simply going to copy the value there, copy that, go back in, and we put that right there in the value, and we push the check mark. And guys, that is it. You now have a DMARC record set up on your domain. It was completely free to do. You did it through MX Toolbox. It's on your domain right there in Namecheap, and you're golden. You're good to go. So now you want to use this domain in your campaign. So you've already imported a campaign, right? You use the campaign code, and you already have your domain. So you just want to make sure, let me go into one of them right here. You just want to make sure that you have your reply to email and your notification email. If you want to put that, you would put it with your new email address, whatever that is, with your new domain. So let's just say mine was jeff@constantcommissions.pro, whatever. I've got my DMARC record set up on the constantcommissions.pro now, right? Because I did that through MX Toolbox, and we are ready to rock as far as sending that right there, having your reply to email, your notification email set to your domain email address that you created through Namecheap. And of course, after you have your DMARC record on there, you're going to be good to go. You can also, it's going to help you with your deliverability. And you can also do a DMARC record checker. So when you're in MX Toolbox, you can come and it will actually check for you. So you put in your domain name, give it a little while after you've actually added your record right here in the Advanced DNS, give it a while, and then you can test it, and it'll come back with a good thumbs up, and that means you're ready to rock. Okay, so that is the first part. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you're sending from that domain email right inside of SendShark. When SendShark sends that email out through the system, the different ESPs are going to recognize your domain, and they're going to recognize that it has a DMARC set up on it, and it's going to help you getting into the inbox. Let's go ahead and go to an HTML hack, guys, that works like gangbusters. All right, so let me just give you a background on why this works so well. So if you're sending an email and it only has a couple of lines, and then it has a link, and then maybe some of the wordage that you use in your email says, yeah, this can change your financial future, you can make money with this. Well, the ESPs are going to see that, and they're going to be like, all right, well, this is a short little email. There's really no content in it, and it's talking about making money. They're going to put it in the promotions folder. They're going to put it in the spam folder. One way to get away from that is by having a ton of content in your email. Of course, you don't necessarily want to have 2 pages of content in your email. You want to be direct and to the point in your emails, right? So this is a workaround with that. As you can see here, this is a code, and this page will be right below this video as well. And as you can see, I have a span style equals display equals none. Basically what that does is it's going to make text invisible in your emails. So you can have a ton of text in your emails that's going to be invisible. And then close span. So what we're going to do, you can just copy this, guys, and then you can open up a text file, a different document like this, and you can copy and paste. Then in the middle of this, what we're going to do is we can go out and we can find a bunch of content that isn't spammy and is a long form content. That way, when your email is being sent, it doesn't see that. It doesn't see the span style equals display. It literally sees maybe 2 pages worth of content in your email. Of course, it's not showing up in your email. Show you exactly what I mean. All right, so let's go ahead and get some content to put in between this little hack here. And we can just go to gardening, all right? Gardening article. What we're going to do here is we're going to go to gardening articles, because there's really going to be nothing about earning money or anything financially, right, in gardening articles. And we can just pick up and copy and paste, for example, this whole article here. And I can just drop it in a text file to get all the links out. Then we can come right back here and check it out, guys. So now I have a long article about gardening, and you can make this longer if you want. But usually anything at least, this long, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, at least 1,000 words, guys, you're going to be perfectly fine. That is a lot of content. So we would just copy this, and then we can literally put this into our emails, guys. We can put this into our emails here, and it will not show up in the email, and it will help us get into the inbox, because the email service providers are thinking that this is like a massive email about gardening, and why would that end up in the promotions folder? Oh, that makes sense. Pretty cool, man. All right, so what we're going to do is let me just show you how this works inside Synshark. So let's go to messages. Let's just go to any one of our follow-up emails that you've already imported. We can go into edit. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the email, and we can simply go to the HTML. If you click this button right here, it'll show the source code. So if you click the source code here, go down to the bottom, and then we just copy and paste that code. And as you can see, got that entire article about gardening in this email now. All right, as far as the email service providers know, it's in the email. And we push OK. But as you can see in the actual email, guys, you can't see it because we have the HTML hidden with this code, right? This code says, what does this code say? Span style display none. So it's just not displaying. But as far as all the ESPs are concerned, they are seeing this long email that has nothing to do with earning money or the financial markets or anything like that. And that's it, guys. You can push edit on your email, test your email. That is never going to show up in your email because it is invisible. Yet it is going to have a much more higher likelihood of hitting the inbox because it's going to be a longer email with a bunch of content in it that has nothing to do about promotions. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that little trick. And here's the thing, though, guys. You need to be doing both of these things if you want to get into the inbox consistently. I would recommend doing both of these. You could just copy once you have your code here, guys, you can just literally copy that code. You can go and add it to all of your emails in your autoresponder sequence. That way, each one of your autoresponders has this code in it. And you could change up the code from time to time. And then, of course, you also remember you also want to be sending from your new domain email that we set up in your right inside Namecheap or whatever it is you're using, GoDaddy. As long as you have a domain and you have an email with it, and as long as you have that DMARC record set up on it, then you should, with SendShark, you should be good to go. Now with Aweber and GetResponse and other third-party autoresponders, there's a couple other records like a DKIM and stuff that you need to get set up. But with SendShark, just having your DMARC is enough to be able to get into the inbox, which is pretty cool. So that's it, guys. Peace.